about like a week ago, I think it was a week ago. I don't know. But before we do start, first I just want to say, what is that right there? I can't read that. Can you read? Just kidding. Okay, so all right. So usually on my channel, I usually do. Ooh, I can't get my camera settled. All right, there we go. Usually on my channel, I do a lot of animations to different series and stuff, and I do little animatics and just little speed paints and stuff. And I did one live stream that I was testing around with because I'm not usually great at live streaming, so I kind of just tested out how it works, how to work everything, you know how to talk to nobody because it's kind of weird, just talking to nobody. But so yeah, so that was the first live stream. So now I finally have something to do. I'm not going out of plan. I actually have a little note because I remember I was watching a stream a couple weeks ago from Starfish, I think is what her channel is called, and she does really cute art stuff and art streams. And one of her art streams, I asked her in the chat, I was like, how do you keep things interesting? She was like, just write a whole bunch of notes down of stuff that you want to talk about as you're drawing so they don't get bored, And I actually finally did that. So I have actual notes this time, so hopefully it doesn't go haywire, and I kind of just like go off into a random other conversation, which I have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to do some watercolor, but this time I'm thinking, so we have my watercolors. Don't judge how crusty and old and not great they are. And then I have my nice colored pencils, which I'm putting in here. Oh, some of them are face down. That's actually painful. Okay. But, and then I have my colored pencils. So I'm thinking, I saw Mariah Elizabeth, she liked to do some watercolors and then she would put the colored pencil on top of them, and I thought that was really cool. So I'm going to try doing that same thing, except for I've never tried it before, so if I do it bad, well, if I do it bad, then that I guess that's what happens. Alright. I feel like I should have set up this camera before I started streaming. I'm using my iPad, by the way, so it's kind of all crazy. Okay, here we go. Alright, first, I gotta actually make sure I get to... Darn it, I broke something. What'd I do? Alright, so, what should we draw today? Okay, so I think we should draw... Last time we drew a character from a show that I watched. If you remember, then that's great. We were drawing Izuku from My Hero. Today, I think I want to draw my D&D character because I don't play D&D personally. I've tried to play D&D, but it's really confusing. So I kind of just made up a character because my friend told me I could make up a character, and I really like her design. You probably have seen, if you've seen one of my YouTube shorts of me making that character, but I love her design so much, and I've gone so much into all of her like lore and stuff. I made her an entire like storyline and everything. So I'm gonna draw her. So yeah, we're gonna draw her. All right. So her name is Mayura, and she is a moon elf. And I love drawing her. She's one of my favorite characters that I have to draw. Oh, that looks so. Oh my gosh, that looks so bad. That's so crooked. All right, we're gonna try this again. All right, so thinking of something to talk about right now that we started, so that because I saw someone join when they left, they probably got bored of me. But all right, so let's see. My current art process is the first thing on my list. So with my art process, I start off like basic. I draw circle. I get the basics of this done. Right, we have the head. And then I go in with the lines to the eyes. I have the ears. Actually, I just realized we're drawing an elf, so she's not gonna have normal ears like normal characters. I love drawing elf ears. I don't know. There's just something about it that's just like so satisfying. I don't know, but yeah. So then I go in with the ears. Then I do the neck and the outfit, and then the eyes, and then the hair last. I remember there was this little kid that came up to me at school once, and it was after school when I was drawing. And she looks at what I'm drawing, and I had like not finished the hair yet, but I was, I was still drawing, the face, so I didn't get to the hair. And he looks at my drawing and goes, "Why is your character bald?" And I go, "My character's not bald. It's just I haven't drawn her hair yet." And she's like, and he goes, "But why? Why is the character bald? Why don't you do the hair?" And I'm like, well, you gotta wait. And he's like, no, you need to draw the hair. It looks ugly. And I'm like, no, it's just the process of how to draw. All right, yeah, okay. Let's see. My friend's on the stream right now, so hello, friend. Yeah, actually, I have how many people on the stream? I have my iPad screen is cracked, so, but two of my friends are actually on the stream right now. So hello to both my friends. Yeah. All right. So we're drawing my D&D character, and her name's Myra. Actually, I might have a picture of her so I can show you what she looks like entirely. Let me get my picture. It's right here. Don't worry. I'm not leaving. Don't leave the stream, please. Okay. It's right here. Okay. Oh, I just broke it. Sorry. Oops. So this is her. This is what she looks like. It's not a very good drawing of her. I don't like it very much, but yeah, that's basically what she looks like. She has her. Ooh, I broke something. She has a sweatshirt on, and it's dark around the sleeves. It's kind of short, but it has a like an under t-shirt. She has like a flowy what's the word? She has like long leggings with like a flowy I forgot what it's called, like a cape but on the side. I can't remember what it's called. And then she has like blue and turquoise hair and earrings and a little moon pin. So that's who we're drawing. I've drawn her so many times that I don't really need to this paint palette because that's really annoying. All right. So, yeah, clothes are one of those things that's, like, really hard to draw, in my opinion. And that's why I always draw sweatshirts, is because I've just drawn sweatshirts so many times that it's, like, I just, like, learned to do it, and I don't really need to, you know, work hard to do sweatshirts. I can just, like, draw them. But, like, sweatshirts always end up looking weird. Oh, that looks so bad. Oh, my gosh. Uh-oh. Why does that look so horrible? Okay. Fixing that. This is why people draw, like, this is why, I don't know how people do anatomy so well, where they're like, oh, we're just going to draw the big circle for the shoulder and the other circle for the other shoulder, and we're going to add some lines, and boom, it's a person. I'm like, what, huh? Okay, so, alrighty, so, yeah. So something on my YouTube channel is I like to do a lot of, you know, art stuff. Obviously, if you didn't know I like doing art stuff, then, why? How are you blind? No. But yeah, I like to do art things, and so a lot of my stuff I like to do, I originally wanted to just only do speed paints, and then I realized that like I love all these Minecraft series, I love all these like TV shows, and I'm like I could do little stuff to those TV shows. So I started. Is it working again? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm sorry. My internet is trash. Okay, so yeah, and so what was I talking about? We're getting sidetracked again. Oh yeah. So I'm glad I have my notes here, else I forget. So yeah. So I wanted to originally just do like certain kind of art things, but other people liked all my Minecraft stuff, so I did more Minecraft stuff. And then I went to do art things, I didn't get as many views. And then I did more Minecraft stuff, and I got more views. And then I did Minecraft, and then like it's really it was hard for me to figure out like what kind of content I wanted to do and stuff. And so like people would subscribe only for Minecraft stuff, or people would subscribe only for speed paints, or people would subscribe because I made that one Mariah Elizabeth video. I got a whole bunch of subscribers from that one thing. Like I'm not planning to do more Mariah Elizabeth stuff, so it's like I don't want people to unsubscribe because that's just one video I did, you know what I mean? So it's hard kind of figuring out what to do without, you know, people like leaving or something. So yeah, okay. Yeah, this is around the time that the kid came over to me and was like, why is your character bald? But it's not, it's just in the middle of the process, okay? Okay, so, alright. So that leads me to my next topic, which is my thoughts on streaming. So streaming is like one of those things that I love watching streamers. I love watching all these Minecraft streamers and stuff, and I'll watch them for like hours. But something funny is that the first time I tried streaming was really bad, and I did not do well, and everyone kind of just, you know, left, and that made me sad. So I like learned all these new things on how to stream well, and I tried to get a streaming app. I spent like so long today trying to get a streaming app to make my streams like better, so I could like share my screen, do some digital art, you know what I mean? But yeah, it wouldn't work for some reason. I spent like an hour, but when I could have been streaming, but you know, I spent it trying to, you know, fix it in the first place. Does that look good? Yeah, that looks fine. So streaming those things, it's like it's kind of hard because like on the spot you can't go and you can't edit anything out. You can't like like fix anything if anything goes wrong, if your art is really bad and you're like, oh, I never want anyone to see this trash ever. You know what I mean? There's none of that. It's like you do something bad, it's like that sticks there. Like, for example, this looks so bad in my opinion, but I can't go back and redo it and start it over. You know what I mean? I got to keep going. So it's harder than it looks. Like, you think, oh, streaming must be so easy, but it's not. It's so hard. All right. So yeah, I've never really figured out how to draw noses. Noses are kind of one of those things that's like really hard to draw, and you kind of just draw a little line. You're like, that should be fine. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Now this next thing is with this. I'm not just gonna do a sketch because I sketch way too much. I'm gonna do some watercolor, and I showed this at the beginning, but I'm showing you guys again because it's funny. This is my I just broke something. No, I didn't. This is my watercolor palette, and it's all crusty and old, and yeah. And then I have these nice colored pencils. So I'm gonna do something that I saw Mariah Elizabeth do, where she has her I just broke something. No, I didn't. Why do I always assume I break something? So she did watercolors, and then she added colored pencils over them for the shading, and I thought that's genius. So I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah. Alrighty. So I always love the idea of elf ears, like cute little earrings on them, especially because she's like a moon elf. She could have all her little, moon elf earrings. This looks so weird though without her hair. I can see why that kid was so like weirded out when he saw my art. Oh, so something cool is that here I need to actually. Do you mind if I tilt this way? Is this bad? You guys can say in the chat. Is this annoying if I tilt it this way so I can see it better? Oh, her head looks so giant. It should probably be fine. Yeah. So, all right. What's the next topic I have on here? Oh yeah, I want to try more painting. That's right. So that's right. You see, this is why I have notes, because I get sidetracked. It is annoying. All right, great. So, yeah. So I constantly do sketches. I love sketching. I sketch all the time. My friends know that I bring my sketchbook everywhere. They're like, why would you bring it here? And be like, well, you never know. What if I get a spark of, creativity? You know what I mean? Then it's like, yeah, so I bring it everywhere. And I love to sketch, but I don't usually, like do line art a lot. And when I do line art, it ends up looking really ugly. So I don't usually do line art a lot, but so I usually just stick with cute little sketches. And also, after I'm done with the sketch, I'm kind of like scared to do line art, because I'm like, what if it ruins it? What if it looks weird? You know what I mean? So I kind of just, don't do line art a lot, because I don't want it to get ruined. All right, is that a good sketch? I think that's a good sketch. I think that looks cute. I like that. Okay, watercolor time. Where's my, I used my best, what's it called, paintbrushes, and I brought them to school, and I forgot to bring them back. No! Okay, anyway, yeah, and so I wanted to try more, like, watercolors and more, like, painting and stuff, and so at school, when I'm supposed to be doing work, I kind of don't do work. I kind of just, like, do art most of the time. I just don't really do my work. I just do art, and people will, and then when I actually have the tools to do art, I'm at home, I'm like, I want to play Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get sidetracked very easily, if you can't tell. But I tutor in one of the classes at my school, and I remember afterwards, I have free time afterwards. I usually just sit there, because I don't have a phone. My friends all do, so they're kind of on their phones, and I kind of just, like, sit there. So what happened was, I remember one day, I was like, I'm going to go up to the art room, and I asked my teacher, I was like, hey, do you mind if I, like, just chill in here for a little bit? And she was like, yeah, go ahead. So she lets me just come into the art room whenever and just, chill with her and, paint. And I don't paint very often, but because I asked her, I was like, do you have any canvases? And she was like, I have one, but it has some paint on it. So I painted over it with white, and I did it, and it ended up looking really cool. I'm going to give it to my mom for Mother's Day. So it's at my school right now. Which is actually not the great, because I left it there, and Mother's Day's on Sunday, so that's gonna be, great. First bit of color. Oh, I hope I didn't ruin this. Move that other way. Sorry. But yeah. So what was I saying? I was talking about paint. That's right. So she lets me just go in there and paint, and she got some canvases specifically so I could paint in there, because I used all the canvases I had at home for, like, other stuff. And I actually, and I was constantly thinking, like, what am I going to paint now? You know what I mean? And I remember the other day, my sisters, because I have two little sisters, they were fighting, and they're sitting in the car. My dad's like, we're not getting out of the car. It's nighttime. My dad goes, we're not getting out of the car until you guys stop fighting. So what happened was I'm just sitting there because I can't leave because then they'll be like, why does she get to leave? So I'm just sitting in the car, and I look out the window and I see like the street, and it's like all dark and everything, and the street lights that we have are kind of old a little bit. They're old, and they're like orange, kind of. They're kind of orange. And so what happened was I was just looking out the window and I was like, that looks really pretty. I want to paint that. And so I whispered to my dad's ear. I was like, can I borrow your phone to take a picture of this? So I took a picture and I sent it to myself. And then I went to school the next day. And when I went to the art room to go paint, because the thing is because I don't have an art class, by the way. I don't have an art class because I have Spanish. So I don't get a time to do art. It's like I end. You know what I mean? I don't get to do art anymore. So instead I go, during like after tutoring. So what happened was I was in there and I was like, I want to paint. I have a good idea for something painting. So she only has a lot of the stuff she does because she doesn't really have like an official high school art class. She usually only has it for like elementary schoolers and middle schoolers. So so there's not really like nice paint and nice paintbrushes and all that stuff because all the little kids will like kind of destroy it. So she doesn't really trust it with them. So she doesn't really have those stuff. So I kind of bring my own paintbrushes and stuff. But the paint she has are like really simple colors. You know what I mean? She has a couple nice ones, but they're almost run out. You know what I mean? And so I have to like most of the time I'm just making colors because making colors is so hard to do when you're painting. It's because you won't have that very specific color, so you have to make it on your own. And it takes up most of my time because I only have like 30 minutes in the art room every day. And I spent a long time making the colors for it. I spent a couple days on the painting actually. If you want, I can go get the painting actually. That'd be cool. I'm gonna just finish this last little bit and I'm gonna get the painting so I can show you guys. Hi. So, alright. So here is the painting. And I did it of my my front yard. Oops, sorry. Oops, okay. So this is the painting I did of my my street, so for my car. So this is like looking out the window, and I tried to do like the street lights, and I tried to blend it in the background enough. I don't know if you can tell, but I tried to make it like dark at the top and then like lighter, and then kind of like the underside of the clouds lighter, and then like the little lights of the street lights going down the street. And I'm really happy with it. I like it. I just don't know where to put it because my bedroom is filled with posters, and yeah. And if you're one of my friends, you've probably seen many pictures of my posters because I love my posters. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, alrighty. Now, yeah. Okay, so there's another thing I want to talk about when I do art is that practicing different angles. So, I don't, like the angles I usually do is very straightforward like this. If you saw my last one, it was just straightforward. There was no like crazy like up and down or poses. It's just straightforward. And I think this is because I want to get good at that before I start trying to, do other stuff. So I feel like I need to just try more angles. You know what I mean? And try more different like styles of art. Oh no, I think I just ruined this color. I don't have any white left, so I'm kind of stuck. Do I have any like other watercolors? Oh, I do have other watercolors. They're trash, but they're these ones. I probably mentioned them before. They're probably, I think they're trash. I mean, they're nice. They're decent watercolors. They work. Like if I need a color that I don't have on here, they work. But I mean, they could always, they're raw, so they're not as great. But they have more colors, so that's the reason I like them. But yeah, they have white, so I'm gonna kind of try to, but they're kind of grainy, so yeah. But anyway, I'm sidetracking again. What was I talking about? Yeah, using angles. So I don't use many angles very often in my art because I just I kind of want to stick to my comfort zone, and I want to put more effort into having to, I want to put more effort into the actual, like, character design and colors and all that stuff, and I can't really do that when I'm trying to, experiment with angles. I feel like this is what a sketchbook's for, though, so I've been trying different angles and stuff. I did one really good. If you guys ever heard of the YouTuber Gree in Minecraft, he does, I did one of his new, the series that just ended, actually, Limited Life, and I drew a really cool one of him falling off of the bridge that he made, and I tried doing a really cool angle with it, and I'm actually kind of happy with it. But yeah. Also, by the way, the reason I'm using this really giant paintbrush is because I left my other paintbrush at school. You love Green's videos? Yeah, Green's videos are awesome. I love his Hermitcraft series. Okay, let's see. Okay. I hate drawing hairlines. They're just so difficult. Oh, that looks decent. Okay, I like that. Okay. But yeah. All right. So something I thought that we could do that would be fun, because last time I did this, I had no viewers. So actually, I have some people. So hello to the 3 people who have joined the stream, who are at the stream. Thank you guys for sticking around and not being like, this is boring. Bye. You know what I mean? Granted, it's because probably some of you are my friends. So thank you for sticking around. You guys are the best. I was thinking of doing a little Q&A or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, you can put them into the chat. I'm just gonna talk a little bit, and if you guys have questions, you can put them in there, and I can just answer them. But for now, I'm just gonna keep talking a little bit. So yeah, like I can't stop talking. Yeah. Okay, how are we gonna do the skin tones? Skin tones are kind of hard because you have to, it's like, you either have it, like, the right one. Like, I used to be really good at making skin tones, but I kind of mess up with the colors because it's hard. Something cool that I found out was, like, I remember I made this one art piece a little while ago, and I liked it, but I wanted it to be more, like, colorful, so I put more towards one like certain kind of color. So what I did was I took I turned the opacity down of one brush, and I used what's it called, like a light purple, and I put it over the whole thing, so everything was like a slight shade of purple, right? And I liked it at the time. Now, if you could actually see the video that I did where I redid that art piece because it was really bad. I actually don't like the one I redid, so I'm gonna probably redo it again at some point. Yeah, and so what happened was the art piece, it ended up looking okay, and then afterwards when I went to redo it, I was using the same colors. So I kind of just like did the drag where you like pick the color and then you can like, you know, use that same color. I was doing digital art, by the way. And what happened, was this a good color? Wait, let me just test this out. No, that's not the right one. It looks like coffee. I mean, that could work after I lighten it a little bit. Yeah, but okay, so anyway, what happened was I was like, when I went to choose the color for the skin tone, it looked great on the thing. And then when I chose the color, it was like purple. And I was like, how does this purple work as a skin tone? That looks so weird. You know what I mean? And then, but then after I added all the rest of the colors, you know what I mean? Then it looked normal again because the rest of it like got darker. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So the reason her hair is blue is because my character, my OC, has blue hair. Partly because I have blue hair, except for my hair has kind of, it's like the color slightly going away and it's growing out, so it's not as, you know, like, it used to be my entire head was blue, and then I ended up re-dyeing it, or I ended up, it grew out, and so my hair kind of changed, you know, to my normal hair color, which is brown. So now it's more of like the tips. But if you actually see, because I'm not gonna do a face reveal anytime soon, but I actually have, yeah, I have blue hair. So yeah, with my character that I made up, she also has blue hair, and this is my D&D character. So this is my character that I made up for D&D, except I've never played D&D. So once if I ever play D&D and I do a stream, I will talk about it and I'll tell you guys how it works, because I don't know how it works. I'm not great. I've tried it I think once or something, and it was so hard, and I didn't have time to, you know, learn more. But yeah, I play Yu-Gi-Oh. My friend tried to get me into Pokemon when we were younger, and I couldn't do it. It was so hard. Pokemon is so hard. It's funny because I play Yu-Gi-Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh is like really hard and really confusing. But I think since I was just so used to Yu-Gi-Oh, I kind of just didn't. Yeah, dyeing your hair is fun. I've dyed my hair many different colors before. Once I had it pink once. I had it purple. Once I bleached it because for one Halloween I dressed up as Gwen Stacy, so I bleached my whole hair and got it shaved on the side. What are some other hairstyles I've had? I had green at one point. Yeah, I've had a lot of different hair colors. Oh no. Yeah. Dyeing your hair is fun, but it's like it is a process. I remember when I first got my hair dyed, I was like 9, and I got the tips teal. So no, green. I got the tips green. Oh, that's not the color I want. Oh, that's horrific. I hate that. We're gonna mix some blues into the gray. That might be too many blues. Uh-oh. Okay, but, yeah, so I tried to, yeah, I got my hair dyed, and it was like, I had to sit there because they put all the foil, because they have to bleach your hair first, and after they're done bleaching it, then they gotta go in and, take it all out, and wash the bleach, and then they gotta dye it, and you gotta wait, and it's a whole process, and it's really hard, but it's worth it in the end. I actually, because I got my hair dyed, my friend's mom is a, hairstylist, so she did my hair, and it turned out really good, and I loved it. That's kind of more what I want. I want to be a little more gray, but, you know, I'm not going to be picky because making colors is hard. But yeah, and so it looked really good in the end of it. I loved it. But when it grew out, it started fading a little bit. So I kept re-dyeing it myself because, you know, my hair was already bleached. And then at some point, it just, like, it grew out so much. Now it's just the tips of my hair. Not too much of the tips, but still, yeah, the tips. It's not really my entire head now, but I still like to draw my OC as if it was my entire head, because I'm probably gonna do that later. Except for I'm going to an event soon, and my dress that I have for my event is like a light pale pink, so I don't want to have my bright blue hair with pale pink. So I might get it like some blonde highlights or something. All right. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling. I started talking about drawing different angles for characters. Now I'm going on a giant thing about hair. Also, you guys, sorry that my audio is kind of bad. I am using my iPad for streaming because my I had a microphone a little while ago, but it kind of stopped working. Yeah. Hello, my friend just joined the stream, so hello. I know you're there. I know who you are. I'm just joking. Okay, so let's see. All right, I'm going to, I want the sweatshirt to be gray, so I'm going, but I just ruined my gray. I put a whole bunch of blue in my gray. You know, actually, I might just, like, you know what I might just do, actually? I might just, like, not, make the sweatshirt gray. I might just use gray for the shading of it. Yeah, that should work. Okay, this might be too dark. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking about doing a little Q&A. I said this a while ago, but, you know, no one knows anything. So, just remind me, if you guys want to ask any questions about anything about, you know, my channel or anything like that, unless some of you guys are my friends, probably already know everything about me. But, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Does that look good? Does that look weird? Oh, that looks so weird. No. Okay, we're going to kind of try to blend it out a little bit. I'm going to try to blend it so it doesn't look, you know, ugly. Let's see. I'm not very good at watercolors, if you can't tell. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What things should we talk about? Oh, I have a list. I forgot. I'm getting so sidetracked. All right. I'm gonna talk about some of my favorite shows and some of my favorite movies. Okay. So, first off, I love anime. If you couldn't, you know, tell by my wall of, you know, pictures. But yeah, so actually I'm gonna pause for a second because I want to show you guys something. So this is my wall. I call it my inspiration wall because these are some of my favorite characters from some of my favorite shows. Oh, that's my D&D character right there. I don't know why I showed you this ugly picture, because this picture is so bad. But there it is. That's the first sketch. Oh, I can't move my arm right. That's the first sketch I ever did of my D&D character, and I actually love it. I love that sketch so much. That's one of my favorite drawings I've ever done. You can tell the difference between how good that is. This is the reason why I don't do colors and I only go to sketches, because sketches you can have that really pretty shading and like all that, but then the moment you add colors, it gets all weird. Like, actually, if you see right here, is good as the original version of it. So yeah, alrighty. So this is I like this. I think this is cute, but I'm gonna have to end the stream now because it's been, you know, like 30 minutes and I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to see another stream, then, you know, just comment or chat whatever stream that you want to see, next stream you think I should do. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, have a good day, you guys. Bye.